Wk1 right here. I represent TeamCassano.com. For the guys that don't know what I do, I'm a sports betting consultant for your sportsbook balance. I'll go into that a little bit later on through the video. I'm sorry guys that I haven't been on the videos as daily as I usually am. I've been moving. Obviously you can see there's a different background behind me. I got downtown St. Pete behind me from now on. I just literally moved like last week. The first week of college football is kind of turmoil, chaos in the Cassano home, to say the least. But anyways, I'm going to talk a little bit about New England and Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh last year, Team Cassano, if you were with us last year, we bet Pittsburgh plus the 2.5 against New England. Straight up winner. That was sometime in December, I recall it, just like it was yesterday. We had a good day that Sunday. Anyways, this game reminds me, I will never forget one year watching this game as the opening game. I think it was a Thursday night game, and it was in New England, and New England was 7-point favorites, and the final score was 27-20. One of my big rules for Team Cassano and all his clients is that don't bet the big TV games. The odds makers, believe me, they know money is going to be poured into that game. They are going to get it 50-50, I promise you. It's just a game, just because it's on TV, the stage, everything. If you're in it for the money and not the entertainment, you stay away from big TV, big name games like in college. Like we would never bet LSU Texas this weekend in college football. We would never bet New England and Pittsburgh coming up this weekend. Going to talk a little about those two teams. New England, there's a theory. I mean, I'm actually born in Brockton, Mass, but there's a theory, about New England that I have. That you have to sometimes be, what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe geometrically, economically, geographically lucky. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is, and I'm not knocking the Pats and their performance, but they got one of the easiest divisions in all of NFL. The Bills, Jets, slowly coming up, I think. Once Brady's out of there, I think the Jets and Darnold will take that division over. Who knows? You never know. Somebody might step right in for the Pats and just, but there's not going to be another Tom Brady. Anyways, and Pittsburgh, I think this year, like a lot of people are hyping the Browns. Pittsburgh's winning that division, guys. I don't care what you say. The Browns have a ton of talent, but they're not proven yet. Until I see it, like I said, I'm not touching the Browns probably all year long because I know so much money will be sunk into that game. Okay, and so I'm going to show you last week's picks. We have a certain way that we do things. Like as far as like wagering, I don't call it actually wagering. Cassano actually calls it calculated risk. However, here are last week's picks. 3-2 for the weekend. Not bad. Could be worse. 3-2 last year in week one as well. But right there, let's see if I can get them for you. Houston cover on Sunday. SMU straight up winner over Arkansas State. UCLA, after that first fumble in the first possession, I knew we were dead in that game. Under 57 in USF, easy winner. 49-0 was that final score with Wisconsin. And then under 59 in Clemson. That one is I'm kind of being contradictional about TV games. That one, it just happened the way it happens. There's no way to undo it, you know what I mean? And it is what it is. UCLA, same thing, on TV. Those kids too young to be on that stage. And after that first, like I said, if you watch that game, most of you probably didn't, but if you watch that game, UCLA defense got on the field first, 3-and-out, Cincy punts, and UCLA literally has Chip Kelly shifting deep offense, tackles moving around. They're going right down the field, probably 8, 9 yards, 10 yards of play, get to the 5, and all of a sudden the quarterback wants to turn into a ballerina. and he just starts dancing around, can't figure out what he wants to do, if he wants to pass. You know, he should have just tucked it and ran. He would have made it to at least the 2-1. But instead, he wanted to be a ballerina, and, you know, and he ended up getting the ball stripped. And after that, like, I swear to God, guys, I've been doing this for so long. I used to be a book back in the day. I know how it works on the other side. When I saw that play, I said, that's it, man. We'll be lucky to get this cover. We will be lucky to get this cover. If they can't punch that in on all that momentum of going down the field, like, you know, UCLA really upset me. And that goes back to the TV games with Clemson, UCLA. You know, you just don't bet TV games. You know, all three of our winners besides Houston and Oklahoma, you know, was a TV game. You know, nobody's watching USF in Wisconsin. Nobody's watching SMU and Arkansas State. 2 easy winners. Anyway, so what I do is, or what we do at Team Cassano, my partner and I, Daniel Wages, you can find him on Facebook. He's got a Johnny Cash for his picture. Great guy. You can definitely trust him. If you can't get in touch with me, reach out to him. You know, what we do is we bet, we risk, and we don't pull the money out. We let it grow like a stock. You know what I mean? And then as the stock is growing, you can risk more to win more. We only withdraw, I only withdraw 2 times out of the year. You know, I want my account building, bulk building. You know what I mean? And that's how I've been doing it for a long time, and it's been pretty successful. Anyways, on this game, New England and Pittsburgh, and Sunday night's always my favorite night. If you watched any of my previous videos, you'll know I love Sunday night football. But, you know, let me look and see. What's the spread on that one? I bet it is, let's see here, 3 or 7 is my guess. I haven't looked yet because I usually skip week 1 of NFL. All right, so let's see here. NFL. Oh, and by the way, the free pick for the weekend, guys, is take Marshall plus the 12. They will cover that against Boise. I know I'm kind of going a little long here. All right, here we go. And they are, let's see, I apologize, gentlemen, 5.5-point favorites. Go ahead and let you know, 5.5. I'll just give you guys that don't sign up with me, 5.5 is a dog's number. Look at Boise State and Florida State last year. I can't name one player for either team, but I told every Florida State fan down here that 5.5 is a dog's number. Anyways, click on the link below. Sign up for the free pick. Contact me and Daniel Wages on Facebook. Text 281-WINNERS. That goes directly to me. Email teamcassano@teamcassano.com. Like I said, this is not gambling to me. This is risk-taking, calculated risk-taking. And like I said, it's like a stock. Like what people with real money do is they let money grow. They don't just pull it out and go all in again the next day like an idiot. Anyways, my name's Joey Cassano. I appreciate you giving me 8 minutes of your life. I know it's kind of long, but let's see what happens with Pittsburgh and New England. Like I said, that's an underdog's number. That one's going to be closer than you guys think. Pittsburgh might. I don't know. It's tough to beat Brady and Belichick in New England. But anyways, that's I would take, if I had to pick it, I would take Pittsburgh plus 5.5. Anyways, thank you for watching my video and giving me almost 9 minutes.